Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a wonderful start of the day. Hello, Buttons. Come on, girl. Feeling better? Are you feeling better, girl? You want to say good morning? You want to say good morning to everybody? Say good morning. Say good morning. Say I wasn't feeling so good last night. Say, but I'm feeling better today. Yeah, I'm feeling better today. Yes, I'm feeling better. Come on over here. Here's your treat. You want the ball? Go get the baby. You want to get the baby? Go get the baby. Want to get the baby? You want to get your baby? Uh-oh, don't be itching. You don't got no fleas. Don't try that. Don't try that now. You have sensitive skin. Okay? Say good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Don't be scratching. What's the matter? You don't have no fleas or nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing, girl? Good girl. All right. All right. I'm going to get ready. Got to do my daily, okay? You just go ahead and lay down with your babies. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. I'll be with you in 1 second. I'm just putting my cards together here. Got a couple of different decks I'm going to do. So as you can see, good morning. Good morning. Alexa, what's today's date? July 28th, Thursday. Okay, perfect. So the new title for my dailies will be Fire and Ice. A lot of you, if you've come into the room, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Consider it. I don't know who's calling on the phone here, but they can leave a message. Okay. So what we have currently is fire and ice, which means hot and cold, right? Fire and ice could mean two different ways of looking at a situation. Fire and ice can also talk a lot about temperature. So maybe somebody has the hots for you. Maybe you have the hots for them. Maybe you just have the hots for each other. There's so many different ways for fire and ice to be expressed. So I decided to call my dailies Fire and Ice. I was watching a very interesting show on PBS, which is our channel 12 here. And they were talking about 2.5 thousand other planets that we're not even aware of where life, so to speak, is on. Talking about Martians, talking about other extraterrestrial type of living. A couple areas they were talking about with these planets. Ones that have not even been exposed yet to us. Some of them, darkness all the time, never to see light. It was really, really cool. It was a cool show. So when I was watching it, I got the idea about fire and ice. There was some seasons where this particular planet had beautiful water falling like crazy. And then during one other season, other 6 months of the year, it was nothing but ice. It was all frozen. So how it goes from one form to another. So with our relationships or our situationships, fire and ice. It seems like it's never always in a smooth balance for most of the time, because a relationship is something you're always going to have to work on. You're always going to have to work for. It's never going to just come easy. It must be maintained, just like anything else that's important in your life. If you want to ride your car, you got to maintain your car. You've got to keep the tires good. You got to keep the engine good. You got to put gas in it. So the same thing with your body. You got to put your fuel. You got to put your good foods in it. You can't just keep putting junk food in it or it breaks down, right? So fire and ice seem to really pull on my heartstrings. And I thought it's the perfect title. And when you see this picture that's on this thumbnail, so to speak, of the red and the blue, that is fire and ice, you'll know that's the daily. You'll know that's the daily. I used to use a train that said Morning Express. I used to like that. I used to like it a lot. I still like it. But I just feel called. I just feel called to do fire and ice. Now, for some of you, I am going to be doing your sun, moon, and rising, okay? Each sign will be done. As each sign is done, pay attention. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, you can look it up for free and find out where your planets are. I also recommend for a lot of you, and I don't do astrology, don't have a clue about it, but I know Shonda, I have to get her page again, the name of it. If anybody knows it on here, you can post it. Shonda Rise Astrology or something, it used to be. I know she did an amazing job, and there's a couple other, there's an older woman that I used to watch as well, and she was very good at predictions based on the planets and where the different moon phases are and things of that nature. We're all affected by water. The high tides, the low tides. You wonder why you feel one way in one part of the day and feel another way in the other part of the day. And a lot of it has to do with the tides. It has to do with the energy. It has to do with the planets still moving. Everything is constantly moving. There's an amazing balance. There's amazing balance that we have going on here. And with everything that this world is showing us, with our governments, with our alliances, with our military, with so many different things, it's sad how instead of everybody coming together, everybody for quite some time has been against one another. And sometimes in your relationships, you don't feel like you're on the same team. And a lot of arguments happen or misunderstandings happen because maybe you're feeling like you had to defend yourself. Maybe you're feeling like you're too different from this other person. Some of you may start questioning, what did I see in that person? You have to understand, as you change, your interests change. Your attraction changes. Who you think is hot, cute, sexy, pretty, whatever right now, you may not think that in 10 years. You may not feel the same way. The way you dress right now, you may not feel the same way to dress that way in 10 years. For some of you, it could be 5 years. For some of you, you might like a certain decor in your home. Some of you may like rustic. Some of you may like country, eclectic. But whatever it is that you like, you may not keep that forever. You may change that up. And you're entitled. That's your prerogative to change, to make changes. But a lot of you also don't realize you also have the right to say no. You have the right to walk away. For some of you, you may feel like you need to ghost somebody because you're afraid to leave them, because the dangerous part of a domestic violence type of relationship is when you're going to leave. Which is why they always say to set up a safety plan. Get people to help you. Find a safe place. Don't take devices that can be tracked. For some of you, you're in a fight or flight mode right now. You're not sure whether to stay and keep trying and beating that dead horse to death, or whether to let go, walk away, and start something new. A lot of you, your decisions are based on fear. Your fears are all different. Some of you fear for your financial, some of you fear for your emotional, some of you fear just for your life, some of you fear for your children. Some of you may have somebody who's paying maybe for your mother's care in a nursing home or medical care at home. You may be caught up in a trap because somebody's paying your rent, or somebody's paying your car payment, or somebody's doing something to help you. And you know if you break that off, that all that help will be gone. For some of you, there's going to be a heavy decision made coming up in the month of August. For some of you, you're kind of going to feel like, I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why I waited so long. For some of you, you're ready to give up on something. You're ready to walk away and throw in the towel. And this may not be a relationship. This may be something else. But don't quit now. If you just started that new job and it's not feeling right, give yourself time to get acclimated. Give yourself time to feel comfortable in this job. Allow yourself that freedom, that opportunity. Some of you may have somebody training you that's not really nice or not very patient. They're not working with you. They're not helping you. It doesn't feel like they want you to learn this. It feels like they're against you. For some of you, you may feel like people are talking about you in the workplace. But for some of you, you might be overthinking that. That might be your insecurity stepping in. For some of you, recently within the last 3 days, you've had a very tough argument with someone. Family, friend, coworker, boss, partner. Whatever this tough conversation was, know that the other person is thinking really hard about what happened. They may be finally starting to understand where you were coming from when you were explaining how something bothers you or how something is upsetting you. For some of you who scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll for hours and hours and hours, just be aware that your mind is taking in all that information. And if you're stressing out or having trouble sleeping or just feeling anxious, not sure why, stop scrolling. Find your favorite people, watch them, and call it a day. Don't overdo anything. Everything must be in moderation. Everything in your life must fall through moderation. Otherwise, it'll feel a little bit much. Now my message for today, and I am going to come on the video shortly, but my message today is about wanting to shine. You're wanting people, and as you can see with this card, you're wanting people to see your light. You're wanting them to know who you are. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to show somebody your ethnicity, your background. You're trying to show them what your gifts are. You're trying to show them how good you are at something. You want somebody to see how big your heart is, how much you love them, that you'll do anything for them. For some of you, it feels like you're shining this light, but you feel like either somebody's trying to dim your light, somebody's trying to push you out of the spotlight, or somebody's just not giving you the validation that you're looking for. I said it a long time ago, and I'm going to say it again. What other people think about you is none of your business, because it doesn't matter. Don't base your life, your decision, your choices on what other people think of you. Because those people who have anything negative to say don't know you. They don't know you. And they don't know how to accept you, because those people have trouble accepting themselves. Sometimes, like Joyce Meyer wrote in her book, Sometimes you have to do it afraid. Sometimes things may feel a little bit much. Things may feel really scary. Things may feel impossible. That's normal. If you've never done it before, it's going to feel really scary. You're going to wonder, can I do this? Can I be successful? Can I succeed? What happens if I fail? All this worry and overthinking. Put all that energy into what it is you want to do and focus on that, and you're going to see, without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to see exactly what's meant for you. Take a minute. Take a minute before I come on the live and think about, focus on your breathing. Think about where you are right now, where you're at in a relationship, where you're at in a job, where you're at with a family member. Think about some things right this minute before I come on here. And ask yourself, am I happy with the way things are right now? What exactly do I want to change in my life? If I started to work on myself, what is the first thing I would change about myself or improve about myself? I want to know your answers when I come back in a second. I want to know your answers to that. What is one thing? Let's start with one thing. And know not only what you would want to change or improve on, but how you're going to do it. What's the first thing you're going to do to make that change happen? Because talking about it, talking the talk and not walking the walk, it's not going to work. So you got to put some action into it. So I want you to get ready and type on there when I come over, what's one thing you want to work on? And maybe as a group, we can work on these things together. So you don't have to feel like you're alone. Hold on one second, guys. I forgot to take my heart pill. Ah. Okay. Here we come. Here we come. Okay. All right. Good morning, good morning. Please hit the like button if you've come into the room. Before I get started, please hit the like button. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, what is one thing, you guys? Please hit the like button. You guys, I need about 10 of you more to hit your like button. Please help me out and hit the like button. Hey, Leslie. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Donna. Hey, Charlena. All right. I got a lot of people in here. Love it. Love it. Perfect. Hey, BB. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Leo. Hey, Brittany. All right. Hey, Viola. Hey, Cranky. Hey, Transformation Queen. Hello. Yeah, little Buttons. Hey, Skipper. Yeah, Buttons had a little rough night last night, but she's doing better now. Hey, Aries. How are you? Hey, The Inspired. Hey, Tyler. Hey, Tracy. Hey, M. Gordon. Right, Skipper Joe? Yeah, I like to live on Twinkies myself. So that's what Fire and Ice means, Cindy. I hope you got to hear me talking. So Fire and Ice, to me, is an amazing title for the daily. Because whether it's a relationship, whether it's just life in general, you're always going to be dealing with the yin and the yang, the fire and the ice, the hot and the cold, the good, the bad. Yes, Mary, me too. So what's something that you guys are trying to work on? Just tell me real quick. Type something here in your message. What's something about you that you'd want to change or improve on? Tracy, my pleasure. I enjoyed it too. Hey, Angie. Self-love. Thinking of you first. Good job. Stop blowing money on unnecessary things. Good. Learn how to save money. Hi, Angie. Cat V. Relaxation. Yeah. Your marriage. I love it. Lost found. I love it. Daily appearance. Okay. Patience. Yeah, me too. A lot of us. That one's a good one. Trust your spiritual capabilities more. Absolutely. Flow of nature. Believe in it. Frenchie, will Carl contact me soon, please? So, Donna, what are you trying to change right now? Obsessive compulsive behaviors? Settling? Melissa says to stop doubting. Okay, her intuition. Okay. Yeah, Leo, me too. More accepting of love and not push people away. I get you, D. I get you, D. It's hard, isn't it, hun? D, that's so hard. Protecting your energy. Good job, Tracy. Slow down and enjoy it. Gotcha. Marche. Conquer your depression. Renata, hey. So we're asking you to comment on something you want to change about yourself, something you may want to improve on about yourself. Once this stuff is settled, getting my life together and starting with school for Julie and me. Awesome job, Cranky. Confidence and self-love. Perfect, Donna. Yeah, Donna, you know, you gotta love yourself before anybody else can love you. You gotta accept yourself without trying to be somebody that you're not. Trying to get somebody's attention that isn't paying attention. Somebody who doesn't deserve your attention, so to speak. We gotta leave those people behind. Or you're setting yourself up just for more painful lessons. All right. Yes, I have a... Yeah, but it's not a fire candle. It's a fake candle. But I keep it on all the time. I have another one over there by Mandy's picture as well. Yeah, I always have a red candle burning. Always gotta love candle burning. It looks like fire on the wall, like catching on the wall. Lindsay, I believe so. I believe so. Lindsay, your painting was gorgeous. I'm going to try to put the picture of it up on my community page. So if you guys get a chance to check out the community page, I'm going to post after this video. I'll post Lindsay's picture that she painted. You won't believe it. You will not believe it. Yeah, very hard times. Thank you, BB. Yeah, I love that. I thank you for reminding me. I thought you could see it. All right, so let's get started with the sign of Aries. Let's get started with the sign of Aries. I'm ready. So Aries, you're definitely going to have to work on boundaries here. You're going to need to set some boundaries because your partner already has. So Aries, whatever's going on with you, boundaries is definitely needed. And the reason you're needing boundaries is because you have the High Priestess card, which means secrets, mystery, wisdom from intuition. Trust it. You have receptive energy. But you have the moon's intuition here. But there's definitely some secrets. There's things you haven't figured out with this relationship or this situation. Whatever's going on here, Aries, boundaries are definitely needed, okay? Leo, commitment is what you're looking for. Leos are looking for commitment, or they're looking to commit to something or someone. Leos are tired of doing things solo. They're tired of doing things by themselves. Leos, it's time to clean out something because there's some hoarding going on. There's some greed. But there's also somebody who's seeking long-term security here, which makes a lot of sense when I said you want commitment. So the Four of Pentacles makes a lot of sense with the commitment card. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. You're looking for answers. Sagittarians, you are looking for answers. And you're looking in the wrong places for these answers. You're trying to find your purpose. You're trying to find where you belong. You're trying to find your soulmate. You're trying to find so much shit that you're overwhelmed with it. And not that that stuff is shit, but what I'm saying is there's just so much of it together that's overwhelming. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. There's a million opportunities. Your luck is going to change. But gambling, meaning taking risks, unnecessary risks with relationships and people that you know isn't really going to be for you, but you just want to be with somebody so you're willing to settle. Don't do that. The Wheel of Fortune is a good fortune for you. And it's saying that if you take your time, if you make the right choice or decision, you're going to see exactly what's for you and not what's against you. All right? It's coming for you. Good news is coming for you. All right, that is fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, completed. Now on water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, your card comes up as forgiveness for today. Cancer, you got to forgive yourself. I'm not worried about the other people. I'm worried about you forgiving yourself. I'm worried about you realizing that we all make mistakes. We've all taken that person back 100 times. We've all stretched our boundaries. We all have resentment. We all wished we would have, could have, should have. But at the end of the day, it's okay to forgive yourself. You're so hard on you, Cancer, that you're harder on you than anybody else is. And you don't need to be that hard. It's not that serious. Listen, our sins are always forgiven, especially when we don't have to keep repeating the same sin. So take the time to explore your emotions and let go of those feelings. Let go of that low self-esteem. Let go of blaming yourself and blaming yourself. Who you are now is not who you were then. So it's okay. You cannot let your past define you and control your present and your future. The past is where it is. It can't change. It's always going to be what it was, but it's not going to be what is, okay? Your card comes up as the Hermit, so apparently this Hermit card makes sense that you're not forgiving yourself. It confirms that to me. You're isolating. You're staying to yourself. For some of you, you have that lamp of wisdom right there in front of you. That introspection, that spiritual illumination, so to speak, that solitude. Grab onto it. Hold onto it tight. Okay? What was that noise? Pisces. Pisces, you're working on your financial health. Pisces, you're trying to get something in order, your money tree, so to speak. You're trying to get balance where money is concerned. You're trying to get some debt paid off. You're trying to improve or increase your credit line. You're wanting to make a transformation here. You're wanting to make changes. I also want you to know that romance and love, a partnership connection, because you got the Two of Cups. So this financial reason that you're working so hard may be about a relationship. You're wanting to be in a better place, or you're wanting to be able to make a purchase, or you're wanting to be able to buy a home. There's something you're wanting to make of a big purchase, car or home. Could be even a boat, Skipper Joe. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the transformation card. Scorpio is so many colors in that monarch butterfly. So many colors. Because Scorpios have so many emotions. So many different array of emotions. Scorpios tend to work on each wing. So when you're looking at a Scorpio with the butterfly as the hypothetical example that I'm giving you, each wing is filled with multiple colors. Each color resonates different feelings, different emotions. That's how quickly Scorpio's emotions can change. But there's one thing that doesn't change about a Scorpio. And that's the way that they reflect the light. That's the way that they bring light to you. That's the way that they can show you how much they love you, how they feel about you, how they care about you. They're very deep, sensual, serious people. When they love hard. It doesn't mean they can't F up. It doesn't mean they can't make mistakes. But some things about Scorpios don't change. Now, they can change their mind. And they can, make different decisions and choices that may not resonate with you or make sense to you. Or it may not even benefit them. But Scorpios are always in the middle of a transformation. And right now, super strong. Scorpio is trying to do something different. Scorpio is going to give something another attempt. Scorpios are going to reach out. Scorpios are going to want to make changes. But the problem is Scorpios stop believing in themselves and then they give up again. It's so much easier to go back to what's familiar than it is to continue on with a way of life that they're not used to. Something that's hard work. They're used to taking shortcuts. They're used to taking the shortcut, the short way out, the easy way out. They're looking for that instant gratification. They think everything's going to happen so fast. They don't realize that everything takes time. And it's not our timing, it's God's timing, no matter what it is. Scorpios care about other people more than they care about themselves. So Scorpios, your card for today is about giving and receiving and financial prosperity. So it's giving and receiving financial prosperity. This is going to talk about Scorpios always wanting to give, always wanting to come toward you, always wanting to help, always looking out for you. Scorpios will be receiving some type of blessing, a financial or emotional or love, spiritual blessing. Prosperity will follow. No doubt. No doubt. Done with fire signs, done with water signs, on air signs. Gemini, you have the peace card. Gemini, you're just wanting to make peace. Thank you, baby. You're just wanting to make peace. You're wanting to smooth things out. You're wanting to forget about it. You're wanting to just move forward. You're wanting to let something go. Somebody else that you're dealing with is not ready to do that. Somebody else wants to still argue. You have the Four of Swords. You're going to have to look within. You're going to have to look within to recover. Because the pressure that this other person is putting on, or this grudge that this other person is holding, is a little difficult for you. It's a little difficult. But I do feel like this rest and recovery is much needed. You need a timeout. Take a small trip, even a day trip. If you can't afford a regular trip, no problem. Take a day trip. It's definitely needed. All right. Libra. protection. You haven't protected yourself enough. You're not doing, hi, Chrissy, you're not doing what you need to do. Libras need to protect themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, especially readers that are Libras. If you're reading and you're a Libra and you're not doing a protection meditation before, sorry, my socks are hurting my ankles. They're a little tight. Before your readings or dealing with other people, you're not protecting yourself. You have to remember when you get into the spirit world or you're translating things from spirit or from your guides or doing mediumships, you're opening the door and anybody can walk through that door. So if you're not protecting yourself, even the people here on my live, there could be somebody in my live who wants to put something negative toward me. If I didn't protect myself before I came on here, I'd be in trouble. In the past, I didn't used to do that all the time. I used to just jump on, go, go, go. Some people do, some people can. I'm not one of them. I'm too emotionally tied into what I do. I can sit here and bawl my eyes out with you on certain readings. Not too many people, not too many readers actually do that. All right, that's Libra. Libra, your card comes up as long-term projects, patience, and commitment. All right, so there's long-term projects, yes. Going to need patience, yes. And definitely going to need to be committed to it. So yes, Libra, so true, learning to place the bubble around me. Perfect, Melissa, good job. And you know, that bubble that you place around you, even before you walk into your job, even before you walk into a store, anywhere where there's a large crowd of people as well, even if you're just driving there, you pull up and you're in your car, take a minute. Ask Archangel Michael or any of your favorite guardian angels or archangels to help you. They will. They will. All right. Aquarius, your card is manifestation. Aquarius, be careful of the way you manifest. You said you want to protect your energy and that was the Libra card? Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely learning to place it, right? So manifestation, Aquarius. You know, people that try to manifest things, you're not real clear about it. And then you wonder why it came in half-assed, or you wonder why it didn't last. You forgot to add that part. Or you forgot to add specific details of what you wanted to add about the person or the situation or the thing that you're trying to bring toward you. If you're trying to bring love, be clear about what kind of love. Be clear about what it is that you need from a partner. Be clear about what you don't want from a partner. If it's about a job, be clear about wanting it long term. Oh, thank you, Luna. Be clear about what you want to do on this job. Be clear about the position that you want on this job. Be clear about the money that you want to make on this job. Be clear about the bosses, the owners, things of that nature. It's not as simple as I just want to get a good job. What's a good job? Because to you, a good job and to me, a good job might be two different things. All right? Good job. All right, so you have the Six of Swords. Recovering from hard times. Moving on. Starting over. And that's exactly what I need you to do with this manifesting. I need you to manifest the way that you have to do it in order to get what you're trying to receive. Okay? All right. We are done with fire, water, air. We are now on earth signs. Capricorn. Capricorn. Empowerment. Capricorns, you know that you have the power around you. You know you have that force of light behind you, which is going to bring you forward, which is going to allow you to be the best you that you can be. You don't have to be like anybody else. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone. All you need to do is the best that you can do, and that's enough. Because you know you're not running somebody else's race, you're running your own. You're going to be exactly where you need to be, doing what you need to be doing, the way you want to be doing it. There is a blessing about to happen for Capricorns. Successful advisor, stability, and generosity. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, like it says, you're going to be successful. This empowerment, this ability this gift that you have. Listen, you wanted to quit and you didn't. You're still here. You're still pushing forward. You might have took a little break, but you know what? Keep going. Brush yourself off and keep going. All right? Taurus. Taurus, talk to your spirit guide. You're welcome, Chrissy. Talk to your spirit guide, Taurus. Let your spirit guide know, well, listen, this is what I need help with. This is where I keep falling short. This is where I'm afraid to do it by myself. This is where I don't know what else to say. This is where I don't know how to talk to this person. This is where I don't know how to get them to respond to me. Talk to your spirit guide. Your guide is like, I'm right here for you. Don't you see me? They're like, blah, blah, blah. Don't you see me? I'm right here. Yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Ask me, ask me. You ever see that person in the class like, oh, pick me, pick me. And they pick somebody else. Pick me, pick me. Your spirit guide is wanting you to call on them. Ask them for help. Let them make it easier for you. Let them make the adjustments that need to be made. All right? Don't be afraid of it. Try it. It works. Your card is the Four of Cups. Perhaps you hit a boredom spot. Maybe there was a missed opportunity. Maybe it was because you didn't call on your spirit guide. So now, listen, what comes around goes around. Your opportunity will come again and present itself. This time, call on your spirit guide, okay? Don't have another missed opportunity, all right? Because when we look at the Four of Cups, it's unseen options, unexpected offering. So, be open to it. Receive it. Accept it. Say that I'm willing to accept and receive. At the very least, Taurus, when you get in that stuck moment, ask your higher power, I ask God, to please show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see in this person. Show me what I need to be aware of with this person. Show me, please, clearly, so that I can understand why I should or shouldn't be with that person. Please show me. And you might not see anything right away. Might be a day, might be a week. But you will see. Your higher power, God, will show you exactly what you ask to be seen. They will bring it very clear to you, okay? Virgos. Virgos, you're needing closure. Virgos are needing closure. Virgos, you know, it's funny. Closure, sometimes, you can't always get it. Sometimes with closure, thank you, Luna. Sometimes with closure, when we don't get that so-called closure, you don't really need that closure to move on. You want to convince yourself that you do because you don't really want that closure. You really just want that another opportunity to try to make it work, try to make them come back, try to make them take you. That's what that closure part is. Because you don't need closure when you're in a toxic relationship. Closure, you don't need them to admit to you that they treated you bad because you already know that. You don't need them to admit that they hurt your feelings because you already know that. You don't need them to admit that they cheated because you already proved that. The only closure that you actually need, Virgos, is, or anybody, but Virgos in particular, you need to put the closure on something. You need to shut the door on something and lock it, bolt it shut. Because if you continue to keep opening up the same door and allowing the same people to come in, you're going to deal with the same situation again and again and again. Your card comes up. You're learning about love, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And Page of Cups talks about a well-loved child. Could be water, the emotions, but learning about love. And what you need to learn about love is that love should not hurt. You shouldn't have to chase love. You never should have to chase someone to be with you. You shouldn't have to beg somebody to stay with you or to come and see you. Don't keep allowing people to run you around with your emotions. There's even family members that may not be into you the way you're into them. They may not love you the same way you love them. That's okay. Maybe partners who you love so much and they may not love you back the way you want them to or need them to. Everybody doesn't show love in the same way. Hey, Aesthetic Delta, how are you? So everybody expresses their emotions, their feelings, their fears, their concerns, their worries in a different way. I get really hyper. When I'm nervous or scared, I get really hyper and I start yelling. When I'm worried, I panic. I get in a full panic attack. Awesome. Thank you so much. But you have to understand, you'll never be able to get you from them. Now listen to me again. You're never going to be able to get you from them. They're not going to act like you. They're not going to respond the way you would. They're not going to do what you would do. They're not going to say what you would say. They're not going to make love to you the way you would do it. It's not going to be possible. For some of you, right, Chrissy? For some of you, the hardest part about getting in that new relationship is learning how that person works, is learning how that person feels, is learning how that person expresses themselves. Some of us, with our insecurities, maybe because we were damaged in the past, which is not a permanent scar. Because you were damaged doesn't mean you can't be repaired, okay? My vehicle got damaged in the car wash. It could have been repaired, but because of the money, they chose to total it. But my point is, hey, Dorothy Parker. Hey, Aaliyah. So, if you've been damaged, it's okay. There are many psychotherapists. There are many counselors. There are many group people that you can join, groups. There's many family members, friends, guardian angels, spirit guides, counselors, psychics, people that you can reach out to figure out what's your next step, how to heal. When you cut yourself, that scar doesn't heal then by the next day. When you break a bone, putting a cast on it doesn't make it heal in one day. Healing takes time. Loving somebody, expressing yourself, accepting them for who they are. The biggest thing is that we may try to change the other person. That's not a good idea. You have to accept people for who they are, the way they are. And if you have a problem with that, then you don't belong with them. They don't need you. Okay? Or vice versa. All right? So just remember, timing is everything, but timing is not yours. You can wear a watch all day long, but you can't control that time. All right? So I want you to understand that things happen in God's timing. Not me and not any other psychic in this world is going to be exactly to tell you this is the exact time something's going to happen. Not possible. So I want you to definitely concentrate on accepting yourself, not changing who you are for somebody else, but changing who you are because you want to be better, because you want to improve, because you want to feel better about yourself. Remember, what other people think of you is none of your business. You don't care. It doesn't matter. Don't allow that to change who you are, okay? Can we pray for an 85-year-old grandmother who is a very high-risk surgery right now? Please and thank you. Amen, Luna. Amen. Yes. Sending prayers out. Sending prayers out immediately. Sending all the archangels to go and guide her. Asking God to guide that surgeon's hands so that he can gently, I mean, God is the best doctor, but he can guide this surgeon's hands so that she can make it strong through the surgery and the recovery. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Yes, yes. Your friend blocked you because you told her that she can't live with you and your kids in my one-bedroom apartment. When I needed help, she didn't want to help me. Now she needs me and my help. Liz, let me just tell you, when you say no to people and you watch their reaction, that's how you're going to know whether they're people you need in your life or people that you need to let go. This person that's wanting to live with you is only worried about themselves. They're not worried about you or your children. They never were. It's always been about them. That person is one-sided. I actually want you to block that person. She might have blocked you, but now you block that person because she's got problems, issues, addiction issues as well. She needs to grow up. She needs to take accountability and responsibility. Okay? She's not a baby. You do not bring trash into your place with children. You have 2 children to take care of and to be responsible for, and allowing somebody like that to be in there would make you not a good mother. It would make you being very unstable. So make a decision to avoid that person completely. There's no going backwards. There's no being friends. There's no fixing it. That person needs to go and get help. And that's what you can say the next time you do see that person is you need help. And I really want you to go and get some help because that person does. So don't let them in with your child. No, no, no. Okay? No, 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 no. All right. Exactly. Anesthetic delta. I get you. You know, you do teach people how to treat you. When you allow somebody to keep abusing you over and over again, you're showing that them they're allowed to do that. Like, that's okay. No, it's not okay. If you break up with somebody because you didn't like what they did to you, they cheated, they lied, they manipulated, but you let them back again and again, what is that noise? But that's not okay. You can't allow people to keep taking advantage of you, manipulating you, and treating you that way. That's not okay. So put your boundaries up. Protect yourself because nobody else will. Good, Chrissy B. Good. Right, Liz Love? Awesome. Liz, just let her go. Let her go. You're welcome, Transformation. You're welcome. Right, Chrissy B? I know. Luna, much hugs to you. Well, thank you all for coming in and joining me. I will be talking to you soon. I'm going to take my little girl out for another walk. She had a little rough night. Luna, keep us posted. Yes, thank you, Susan. Keep us posted on how she's doing. Praying that she'll be okay. God's got her. One way or the other, no matter what, God has her. Okay? Just know that. She's in God's hands. It's going to be okay. Yes, Leo, absolutely. Oh, Diana, hi. How you doing? Thank you, Aaliyah. Great talk yesterday. Mary, love you. Great reading we had. That's okay, Chrissy B. Sometimes opposite's good. It's okay, but not too much. Not too dramatic. Oh, I'm sorry, Diana. I know. It's okay. Just breathe, Leo. Breathe and close your eyes. Practice your breathing. You'll be okay. Control your breathing and you'll be fine. All right? And don't forget, if you get anxiety gets too high, put your face in cold water or go in the bathroom, put cold water on your face, and it immediately calms you down and puts your heart rate back down. If I'd have known that before, I might not have had the heart attack. I'm happy to see you too. Well, listen, I'll be on later, and we're going to be Zooming the rest of this, sometime of this week, Friday or Saturday. We're going to be Zooming. So if you want to Zoom with me, make sure you stay tuned on these channels. Look for Fire and Ice every day. That's going to be my new daily. All right? Title will always say Fire and Ice. So when you see that, know that's the daily. All signs. All right, guys?